Hey guys, long time no see. It's been a couple months since I uploaded a video. Well, Merry late Christmas, Happy late New Year, whatever you celebrate. Holidays are over, and that means new packages. Yay, and new gifts. Okay, so it's getting hot in here. Let me just take this sweater off, and I'll be right with you in a second. Okay, I'm back. Took my sweater off. So, now let's show all the packages I got recently. There's a lot. Okay. First of all, let's look at my background, my computer. Yeah, I'm eagerly awaiting the next Super Smash Bros. Game. Can't wait for that to come out, especially on 3DS. That'll be pretty cool to play Super Smash Bros. On the go. Anyway, let's get to what I made the video for. Okay, so as you can see here, I got awesome loud Turtle Beach headphones. They're really loud. You gotta experience them yourself. Only issue I have is that I have to plug it to a USB device and 8mm headphone jack in order for it to work. But other than that, they're pretty good. Okay. Now let's show what I got next. That was the first thing I got. So, take a look here. I got a DVD recorder, Toshiba DR430. It's a nice DVD recorder. I can now make gaming videos on this rather than doing this. Ugh, yeah. Which is why I don't really make much videos, because of doing this. It's very time consuming and I gotta get the camera set up right. But yeah, I don't gotta do that anymore. Only issue I have is input lag. See here, I have my AV selector connected to here, but I have to run a splitter cable to the TV in order and run the game on the TV in order for me to not deal with the input lag. Very bad too. The good thing is it records in 1080p. It's also good for my mini cheap cable box, which doesn't do any HD channels, but yeah, pretty good. Okay, so now we fast forward probably about a week later. What did I get? I got a Game Boy Pocket link cable. It has two ports. One is if you're using this on an original Game Boy, which had a huge port. I mainly got this to trade Pokemon, which sucks because after that my freaking gold version battery died, and it was a battery I got new over the summer. I don't know if it died, maybe I didn't place it in properly, but that freaking sucks. I also got F1 Race on Game Boy. It's a nice little racing game. It was only like $2, so I got it on eBay. Yeah, it's pretty fun. After that, I got in a bid these three games. This World Champion Poker, yeah, it was just in the bid. But the main thing I wanted was New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I've always wanted this game since it came out, but every time I see it at GameStop used, it's still freaking $40. That freaking sucks. I got this whole bid also with this SD card for Wii. Never opened it. Don't have any plans to use it yet, but I hear that it takes Super Smash Bros. Brawl files, and that'll be pretty good, because what if my Wii, I have to format it someday, and I want my file, which I have a lot of things on. Yeah. But this was the main thing I wanted. And I got this all together for like 20 bucks. Free shipping. That was a nice deal. Just planning to sell this game. It was just in the bid. The SD card, I don't know if I'm gonna keep, because one of my other SD cards broke recently. Okay. I also, well, something minor I got was some replacement SNES controller key, because my Super Famicom controller there, all the buttons were pretty loose and I had to press them really hard, so I just replaced the buttons to this controller and now it's good. Only drawback I have with the controller still is the short cord. I hate why all Japanese controllers have short cords. Okay, now the main event, one of my favorite packages of all. Dun, 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 dun. Just $25 for the system itself. There's a slight bend on the controller port, but I could get around that. This is the original Sega Genesis system. The original one, not the Model 2, which I did have before, and I sold it in order to get this. The Model 2 I had was one of the really crappy ones with really bad sound and really bad video quality, especially with those colorful lines in the background. And see here, this is the back. I don't know what this port does. It's channel 3 and 4. This uses the same RF port as the NES and SNES. An AV port and a power adapter, which is also the same as the NES, and also these ports are the same, I believe, as the Master System, which was Sega's original first system that was up against the NES there. Now, the main problem I had when I first got it was I had no AV cable. I only had the RF one, which I use sometimes for my NES. It's very problematic and it works when it wants to, but it's still got the game to be able to play. Okay, now a few days later I got Sonic and Knuckles on Sega Genesis. See this here? This is the cartridge adapter at the top that lets you put the game pack of any Sega Genesis or Mega Drive game into the top. It's like a Game Genie or something like that. But yeah, see here, if you put Sonic 2 or Sonic 3, or you get to play in those games as Knuckles. But with Sonic 3, I believe you get the full game. Yeah, you just pump it on the top of the Genesis like they're mating. Huh. I wonder if Sega just loved adapters like the 32X, which I do not have, and I do not really want to get because it's expensive. Yeah. One big problem I have with this version of Sega Genesis system is the game carts are harder to come out. Like, you have to really pull the games out in order to remove them. Now, I also got this AV cable for the Model 1, and the only problem I have is that it only does white audio, meaning all the sound is compressed to mono. The Model 2 at least did stereo sound out of the box, but the headphone jack does stereo, so I can play with my great headphones. Just have to plug the USB port into here, and play with stereo quality sound. I mean, the mono isn't that bad. The RF is really bad, and it was very hissy. Now, let's see, what did I get after that? I got Metroid 2, Return of Samus. I got this today. I've always wanted this game. Oh, there's a brown spot there. Now, what I really want to get is Super Metroid, but there's so much greedy people that they want to sell it for freaking $40. I'll pay at most 15 bucks for that game. And now the main event, the big event. Sonic 3. With the box. Let's see what it says. Sonic shrink from vines, launch new attacks, survive deadly traps, and summon tails to airlift Sonic out of danger. Discover hidden rooms and passageways in the mega-sized zones. They were right. Transform into Super Sonic and experience the ultimate in speed and ultrasonic power. Save your progress using the new game save feature. That's pretty good, because I've never beaten a Sonic game before, except with doing the cheat mode like on Sonic 1. But I never really beat one. See, look at Meet Dr. Robotnik's newest recruit, Knuckles. Sadly, he's not playable on this game, unless you lock on with Sonic and Knuckles. He's only playable on the multiplayer mode, though, which it's really short compared to Sonic 2's multiplayer. Now, I had all the Sonic games, but on Sonic Mega Collection for GameCube, which sucks because my disc is scratched and it works when it wants to. But yeah, look, the box feels heavy. See, look, I got the game card. Yeah, see the official Sega seal of quality. Sonic 3, the manual. Now, this is the first, like, near complete Sega Genesis game that I have. I got a manual and this poster here. I'll show you in a second. See, look at the manual. Shows a preview for Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. The game's fun. Floating Island, one player mode, guided tour. I love how they show all the zones before you even get to them. Yeah. And now the poster. Let me open it up. Oh, look. Sega CD and Model 2. Oh, God, the Model 2. Oh. Well, I don't have that anymore, so that's good. Teamed with your Genesis, there's no more exciting gameplay outside of the arcade. No more exciting gameplay outside of the arcade. Wait, I don't get it. Well, of course, because Sega CD sucks. One of the only games on it that you should get is Sonic CD, which you can even get on other systems like the PC or on the Xbox 360 or the PS3. 6-button arcade pad, Game Gear, Sega CD. Blah 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 blah. 1993. Ooh, what's this? The Model 2 Genesis. Oh, the 6-button controller. I like that controller. The Game Gear, which I want to get someday. The only problem is there's no way to plug it to the TV. I had one of these before, but it never worked because somebody gave it to me, and with Sonic 2 and some like baseball game or something, and it never worked. Yeah, and here's a TV tuner, which is obsolete now because everything's digital for a TV. They don't use antennas anymore. Now hold on, let me put the camera down here and show you this Mario, which I also got for Christmas. And let me open it. This was when Sega's slogan was "Welcome to the next level." I don't know if you remember that one. I don't. I sure don't. That was born in '96. But yeah, welcome to the next level. See, Sonic 2, Dinosaurs for Hire. Never heard of that. Cool Spot. That's a fun game. Shining Force. I've heard of that one. Sonic 2. Oh wait, this is the Game Gear one. NFL 94. I got that. I think. Cyborg Justice. I've heard of that game. X-Men. I have that one, but I can never get past the first level. Jurassic Park. This game's fun, I think. Instruments of Chaos, starring Indiana Jones. Roadrunner. Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing. Echo the Dolphin. Got that on a compilation disc. And yeah, here's the page I showed you. Yeah, some Game Gear. Tailspin, Home Alone, Tom and Jerry movie, Streets of Rage 2. Well, I wonder why they show the Game Gear one and not the Genesis one. Quest for the Shaven Yak, Ren and Stimpy. The Game Gear port of Real Deal Boxing. Oh, Sega CD. Oh, God. NFL football, Echo the Dolphin, CD. Instruments of Chaos. Night Trap. Well, I hear this was one of the classic games on there. The best version of Final Fight, I think. Batman Returns. This has their driving stages. Afterburner 3. And Rise of the Dragon. Sherlock Holmes. Spider-Man versus the Kingpin. Now, I wonder why they don't show Sonic CD when that's like one of their main games for that. And look, weak descriptions, just like they always did back in the day. And look at here, this Jurassic Park poster. Amblin Entertainment. That's probably the company that made the game. MCA Universal. This movie's pretty good. Jurassic Park. Okay. So, here's wrapping paper, cable remote. Okay. So, that's all for the video that I gotta show you today. I mean, this is what I got. It's really good. I love it. Yeah, so I think I'm getting something else pretty soon in the mail. Just didn't want to wait till then to show you, make a video. I'm getting some game. You'll probably see it some other time. But yeah, till then, I'm gonna leave. See you all next video. Have a happy Monday. Oh, Monday. And let's enjoy some pipes for a few seconds on this old Windows 2000 computer. Yeah, it's 2014 and I have that. Oh yeah, speaking of a computer, I bought 1 gigabyte of RAM for this. It had 512 megabyte. So I bought 1 gigabyte of RAM. And it should be pretty good. And yeah, bye guys.